Yo, what's good, y'all? I'm back with another video today. Today I'm going to be showing y'all how to get more contact dunks as a slasher. First thing we're going to be going over is your badges. This is the most important step. The first main badges you need are contact finisher and slithery finisher. Acrobat and fancy footwork. Fancy footwork helps a little bit with dunks, just not contact dunks. But like contact finisher will finish the dunks once the animation is started. If you don't have it up, you'll end up like the ball will hit the back of the rim and bounce right out, or just something stupid will happen. And slithery finisher allows you to actually start the contact dunk in a lot of situations. If you're a slasher and you've ever tried to get contact dunks without slithery finisher, you understand what it helps to do. It it seems as if slithery finisher shows your player where to place his feet in order to, it says avoid contact, but I think it means in order to stop you from taking bad layups and things like that. All right, and now I'm gonna show you some clips, and I'm gonna show you why those created contact dunks. um I don't remember exactly which clips are which, so all right, yeah, here's one. And I'll stop and pause it a few times and show you where I started holding the stick down and why it brought me into a contact dunk. Alright, I started holding the stick down like right about here. And the reason, here, right about there. The reason I knew I could do this was because the guy in light blue with the backpack on, he wasn't facing towards me. He was running with me to the right, so I know with slithery finisher that will pull him into the contact dunk animation. It'll go right in and do stuff like that. But you gotta understand where your opponent is before you pull the right stick and where your feet are. I also knew that I've done this contact dunk animation a few times before, so I knew exactly which one it was gonna give me because I've seen it. He does that little hop step and just bam, right on him. Show a few more. I should have a few where there are people facing me, because it's really easy to get contact dunks when people are running beside you. Like if you have an 85 driving dunk and somebody's running beside you and not facing you, go for it every single time. It'll pull them right into it, especially with the badges I just showed you. No, that's a block. Let's see. This one should be one. I think I only had a few block clips, maybe. Nope, that's another one. Should have marked which ones were contact dunk ones before. Here, I'll put it in full screen. Should be one. Yep. Now this is a hop step, so it's a lot different. When you're doing a hop step, it's pretty much it's a lot. It has a lot to do with luck, because if it's a huge 6'11", 7-foot center, it's not gonna happen. But this dude was maybe like 6'9", 6'8", around there. He was a small forward, and I understood he was like, I made a line. You make a line with the rim. Are they in that line or are they behind it? If so, just keep going with it. If not, I would suggest passing out, and I got a nice contact dunk with it. If someone is standing directly under the rim, 99% of the time it's a contact dunk. Or behind it. Definitely go for it if they're behind the rim. But if you see them move up, try not to take it if they move up too far from under the rim. I remember this clip. Alright. So you see what I mean? This dude, I made the line. I was like, oh, he's being kind of stupid. He's, for some reason, giving me the whole left side and just staying behind this line. So I think I pulled the stick back maybe like right around here. Yeah, so I started pulling it back right around here, and it triggered it because he was like, even before I pulled it, he was still moving. He was running with me. He wasn't facing me, and he was behind the rim. That's an easy dunk every day. I think I'll show two more maybe. But it's all about where the opponent is and when you pull the stick back. When you pull the stick back is really important. This might have been a block. Oh no, that was a foul. You wanna, if the person is facing you, You want a lot of people, and I used to make this mistake a lot too, but I realized why it was making me do it. They pull the stick way too early. You got to realize. Here, I'll show you. A lot of people start pulling the stick like right here around the free throw line. Sometimes it works. Like I said, if they were running with me, that would definitely work every time. But he's facing me this time. So I understand I have to get maybe like right around here, around this area right here, and then I can initiate the contact dunk. Yep. See? And he was small, so it just made it a lot easier. I started the contact dunk, yeah, right around here, like I said. And he was cold, so it just made it 10 times easier. And I had a little bit of my takeover. So right around here, honestly, this was a little bit too early. Actually, no, because he was more on the left side, even though because he wasn't facing me again. Common theme with my contact dunks, he wasn't facing me. But since he was more on the left side, closer to me of the line that you make from the rim, this may not have been too early. But if he was, let's say, like right on this line or behind it, starting the contact dunk right here is way too early. If he's on the line, start it like here, like right in front of him. You'll do a nice dunk. We'll see if I have any more. This build is relatively new because I'm only like 91 overall maybe. Oh, yeah, I remember this clip. All right. Now we'll show where I started holding it like right. See, make it like an invisible arch right there. And I started holding it right here. He was like right in front of the line. If this was a 7 foot and up big man, this would not have worked. He was maybe like 6'4", 6'5". So that's why I'd initiated this contact dunk. And slithery finisher is really what helps with that. So start it and just go up. And here, I'll go back and show where my feet are in the animation just to show why it's important to know when you're pulling the stick back. Alright. Animation starts right there. Look at what my feet are doing in the animation. They're jumping forward and doing that. You need to know where your feet are and when you're pulling the stick back. Because if I'd pulled it back right here, I wouldn't have gotten that animation. If I'd pulled it right here, I would have gotten a different animation, but it might have worked still. But right here, I pulled it back right around here because I realized my player has enough space for his feet to jump and start that contact animation. A lot of the contact animations, you jump off 1 foot and land on two and then jump again. It's like a hop step, sort of. And then you go do the dunk. So you got to understand that's what you do. You need to make sure there's enough space for that. That's why it's important for them to be either really close to this line you make on the rim, or for them to be running beside you and for you to be near this little area. I should have a few clips of that. Dunked on him so hard, made him cold. Here we'll go down to, I think I've got one where I dunked on a big man sitting in the center of the paint. Actually, that might have been takeover, so I don't know if I'll use that one. Because I want to show people how to get more contact dunks without takeover. Oh, yep, here's one. This is maybe like a 7'2", 7'3" big man, easily. I pull the stick back right here. When I went to pull it back, he's way behind that line. And he's pushed up a little bit, so that's easy. He goes down, and the reason this would have been a normal dunk if he hadn't have tried to swing down like that. Actually, I pulled the stick, not there, but right around here. So this one was like right out of the invisible line that I normally say to do. But since he was behind the rim line and he was up a little bit closer to the 3-point line than he should have been, it's an easy dunk. Just go in and, like I said, jump off one leg, land on two, and then jump again and do the dunk. Alright, this will be the last one. I think this video is getting a little too long. Yeah, this was the takeover one. Takeover dunks don't really matter because it's pretty much automatic. I mean, you still follow the same rules, but it's pretty much automatic. perfect. I love these ones. This one is one of the dunks that it'll pull you in hard. And if I didn't have slithery finisher, it would not have done this at all. This is one of those dunks that you don't see unless you have slithery finisher on. All right, so I started pulling it like behind the free throw line. So this was kind of stupid, but so if he was 7 feet, again, this would not have happened. But he's 6'3", easy dunk. I'm 6'5", so I pull it like right behind the free throw line, and he jumps off one leg, lands on two, he's pulled under the rim, and bam. And the reason I did this was because I saw he was way past that little line, and he was farther up, and he's 6'3". So I'm doing this, and I'm like, easy dunk. That's all I'm thinking. It gave me one of the sweet ones. All right, that's all I'm gonna show for this video. So remember, there are three things really. Size matters for who you're trying to dunk on, obviously. The second thing is foot placement. Make sure you have enough space to do the one off one leg, land on two, and then dunk. But also make sure you're not starting it way too early. I think that's the thing many people do. They try to start it way too early. And then three, make sure your badges are right. Make sure you have at least contact finisher and slithery finisher all the way up. And slithery finisher and contact finisher both help with layups a lot too. All right, make sure to like, comment any constructive criticism down below, whether it's, I don't know, if there's background music, the commentating, the clips, or anything. Just let me know down in the comments. Leave a like too if you want. All right, peace.